Looking at cutting costs, the governor of Abia State, which is the only governor from the Labour Party, Alex Oti, has come under serious criticism for spending close to $1 billion in food in his government house. Then I have seen a lot of people reacting to this, and you could see that many obedient have criticized him and called him to, take decision. Explain what actually happened. And I've seen some figures that I cannot really, lay hold upon how this come about. But when you look at the Lagos counterpart, well, the Lagos government spent over 2 billion for, changing of fragrance in the office of the deputy governor, and over 30 million for the wife of the deputy governor reaching out and all of that for somebody that has not been elected. Remember, I brought to you the last time that the president allocated 1.5 billion, to purchase cars for his wife that is not elected, into office, and there is no office of the first lady.
I myself have to lead by example. This is why, effective immediately, all of my international trips between now and the end of the fiscal year, beginning with my trip to COP28 at the end of this month, are canceled. Secondly, I order that all fuel entitlements for cabinet ministers, principal secretaries, directors, and all members of senior management of public institutions should be cut in half with immediate effect. Thirdly, until further notice, I order the Secretary of the President and Cabinet to circulate to all public institutions a criteria for local trainings and local travel that will be acceptable, as well as a cap on how much of their budgets can be spent on allowances for such trainings and trips. By doing this, I am effectively ending the practice of draining public coffers to spend on allowances for useless activities.
So you see, and there was a president, like I said earlier, there was a president whom, cut his foreign trips and all useless kind of expenditure in the budget because he wants to cut costs. But when you come to Nigeria, you see governors spending billions buying vehicles, like the governor of Benue State, has been reported to have approved 2 billion naira to purchase vehicle for himself and some officials. Although many people are arguing this, that if it was Samuel Otom, the predecessor of Alia, he would have used 100 billion to purchase those vehicles. But one of the things that people need to understand is this: for the fact that somebody who left that office did not perform properly well, and you clamor for a particular person, the person comes to the office, does not mean this person have the right to spend so much amount of money in the means of the needs that we have in the country right now. Look at Benue State, to be precise. Benue State has nothing to offer. What do I mean by nothing to offer? When you look at Benue State, the charts released by the budget committee, if you see it, you look at it, zoom in very carefully, is on the screen, you will see that over 8.4 billion is allocated by FEC to Benue State. So if 8 billion was allocated to Benue State, which is predominantly civil service workers, then you remove 2 billion out of that to purchase vehicle, you are left with how much? You're left with 6 billion to take care of state infrastructure, paying of salaries, and all of that. What is the IGR of Benue State as it stands today? Until we're able to hold on to the IGR of Benue, is it up to 4 billion? Is it up to 5 billion? Of which I doubt. If the federal government is giving them 8 billion, I believe the IGR of Benue State should be within the range of 2 to 3 billion. And if you're using 2 billion to buy a vehicle, of which Benue State is lacking when you talk about road construction, you talk about the food basket of the nation, but we're producing nothing, So the governor need to look into that and reduce expenses. Some vehicles that they purchase for the office and all of that is not necessary. The governor that left office used some certain vehicles, of which we learned that some of them were recovered. So why don't you repair them or make use of them or unshun them and let it be in public? And then you go ahead to purchase lesser vehicles. We have Innocent who has Ford, producing in Nigeria. So why don't you contact them and get these vehicles, pumping this money back into our economy? What do you think about this? Do you believe that what Sawolo did, spending so much money, and Alex Ortiz money spending and that of Benue State, can you justify the behavior of those three governors among many governors that are spending so much more money in this era that we needed money, to make things work properly for the common man? Let your conversation be civil. Remember, politicians don't really care about you, but themselves. So keep it civil when you react or defend your political party or politicians that you are supporting. Thank you for watching.